What's up guys, welcome into your comfy cosplay sewing corner on YouTube. If you're new here, hello, my name's Eva. I love sewing and I've done it for many years, and I've recently really gotten involved with the cosplay and costume community and design, and I've just fallen in love with it. So welcome on in. For as long as I can remember, I've been obsessed with the Batman and, more importantly, the entourage of anti-heroes, from Harley Quinn, Bane, the Joker, the Riddler, to Catwoman, and of course, Poison Ivy. So what a better way to honor this franchise by creating the sexy, mysterious, voluptuous botanist, Poison Ivy. Over the years, there's been a multitude of different costumes for Poison Ivy, but I was really drawn into the cosplay with all the beautiful ivy leaves, the bodysuit, the lace gloves, the stockings, and obviously the red hair. So let's jump in.
To make this cosplay, you'll need a corset pattern. I'll link the one I'm using in the description down below. A thick non-stretch cotton fabric, a softer cotton fabric for the lining, green ribbon, fake ivy leaves, fabric glue, and fabric scissors as well. First thing to do is cut out the pattern pieces in your size. Once you have all your outer pattern pieces cut out, it's time to start sewing. Now it's time for a fit check. So far, so good. But we need to make sure the material's much thicker to give the corset way more support. So I cut out some interfacing and ironed it onto the inside of the corset. It's looking so much stiffer already. I personally didn't like the shape of the corset boba cup, so I'm shaving off some fabric to make it look a little bit more modern. But of course, this is totally optional. There we go, so much better. Now it's time for the second fit. The fit and shape is looking good, but putting in the boning will take it to that next level. Here's a side-by-side of the corset with and without boning to show you how much difference it makes. To make the boning casing, I cut the outer corset fabric on the bias, aka diagonally, with zigzag scissors. This creates some stretch in the fabric, and the zigzag edging will stop the fabric from fraying. Next, we're going to start pushing through the boning on each of the casings on the corset. Another quick fit check, and then it's time to attach the eyelets to the back of the corset. It's always best to test it out first, so I'm using some scrap folded fabric. First, measure out where you want the eyelets to go on the corset. Then make sure you poke a very small hole through. Please be conservative, because if it's too big, you're going to destroy your corset. Then, get the taller side of the eyelet and push it through the hole. Put the other side of the eyelet on and use the hammer to secure it. Oh my gosh, it's all finished and it's looking amazing now, and it's time to thread it up and see how it looks. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of fit checks. I think they're so important because obviously if you go too far and you haven't fit checked it, you might have to backtrack and do a whole lot of unpicking, which I personally am not a fan of. So definitely you're better safe than sorry when it comes to the fit checks. It's looking pretty good, but we need to bind the top and the bottom of the corset to add the finishing touches. Now you can buy binding yourself, but I had enough leftover fabric to make my own binding. So score, we love saving money. Make sure you can cut it on the bias so you get that stretch. This helps to mold around the top of the bottom of the corset, giving it more professional finish. Then sew it onto the front side of the corset, flip it over, fold it onto the other side and sew it up, and voila, a finished corset. Now I could have just glued faux leaves to the corset to create the Poison Ivy cosplay, but I felt I put in so much work into the corset, I just couldn't bring myself to put glue all over it. I decided to do an extra step to make an overlay that I could attach with press studs, so I could attach it and detach it. Once I attached the press studs to the front of the corset and the back of the overlay, then I could take it on and off whenever I like. Which also means I can make more overlays for the same corset, which could be covered with faux fur, for example, or anything else, honestly. Basically, I can make an overlay for any cosplay that has a corset shape and reuse it, saving me wardrobe space and saving time when I make future cosplays. Now it's time to use a buttload of fabric glue to attach all my faux leaves to my corset overlay. To save a little bit of time, I did buy some cute underwear, as you can see, which I'm going to glue the leaves to. And now it's time for the big reveal.
Well, there you go, guys. There's my Poison Ivy cosplay. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the construction, materials, pricing, anything else, please put them in the comments down below. Also, if there's any cosplays that you want to make, please let me know. I love to recreate what you guys want to see, and it always keeps it fresh and challenging for me as well. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.